My name is Stan Vanderwerf, and I retired from the Air Force in 2011 and living here in Colorado Springs, living the life. Ever since I was a teenager, I was climbing mountains, but I've loved bicycling and mountain climbing, jogging, you name it. If it's outdoors, I love to do it. I've kind of moved into expedition climbing. So in 2012, I climbed Denali. I've also climbed Aconcagua, the Matterhorn in Switzerland, and a few other notable peaks around the world. Gear plays a great role in my climbing these mountains safely. And there's an essential set of basic gear that I pretty much always bring with me. So I'm going to start off with a couple of real basic things. I'll start off with sunglasses, and sun lotion are always very, very important. First aid kit, absolutely essential. Almost always have a bivy sack, and this is just extra layers in case you do get hurt and you need to hunker down for the night. And of course, also bring a Delorme inReach. This is a critical piece of gear for me, particularly when I'm in remote parts of Colorado. This gives me the opportunity to send out an emergency beacon so search and rescue can come and find me. But another awesome feature is the ability to text my wife and tell her I'm going to be late for dinner or whatever the situation is going to be. I was in a situation that was what you could call a crisis, and that was on January 6th of 2013. I was climbing Traverse Peak in a remote part of Colorado. I was on my way out, I had made the peak, and I was climbing down a steep snow face, and my snowshoes slipped out from underneath me. And when I came down, the back of the snowshoe broke into the crust of the snow and anchored itself, but I was still twisting in the fall. And I snapped my fibula in my right leg. The very first thing I did was made sure that I was kind of in a somewhat of a shelter, as easy as I could get to at that point. And then I just kind of did a gear check, made sure that I had my bivy bag and extra clothing. And then I went ahead and turned the Delorme on. I was sitting there thinking about what to do, and I decided I needed to immobilize my leg. So I actually cut out the flotation in the front of the snowshoe. And then I ran this up the back of my leg, and then I used the straps. And I thought, you know, this leg is immobilized pretty well. Maybe I'll actually just start trying to move my way out of there. So I was actually walking out of the wilderness in Colorado with a broken leg at night in the middle of a snowstorm at that point. My wife's reaction is, oh, it couldn't possibly be Stan. He must be out there helping somebody else, because Stan never has an accident. When they found me, it's kind of funny, he was looking at my gear, and he's looking at this stuff and that stuff that I have, and he looked at how I rigged up the splint on my leg, and you know what he said? He goes, wow, you're pretty prepared. Yes, I'm also a pilot, and I bring my Delorme with me when I fly. And my wife goes on the website and watches where I'm at, so she likes that a lot. You know, if you're going to be going to places where you are encountering a dangerous situation, I don't see any reason why you would not use modern technology just as a backup, just in case. And I think the Delorme inReach provides that. The several services that I like to use on it, they're great. And they help to take stress out of the environment. They act as an additional backup to backup contingencies. And they help you solve problems when you're trying to think your way through a situation that you've encountered. My name is Stan Vanderwerf, and this is my inReach life.